Hi guys and welcome to Drive Spark. I'm Promeet and the car that you see over here is the Nissan Magnite. Now this is not a new car, but it has got a new transmission option, that is the easy shift, and this is basically an automatic manual transmission that has been included in this car. This car already came with a manual and a CVT gearbox. We'll be talking about that while we are driving the car. So let's quickly start this video and I'll tell you everything you need to know about this SUV. So let's start talking about the front end of the car, and as you can see over here, nothing has changed. You get this sleek headlamp unit. Now obviously the entire cluster is an LED cluster. You get a low beam LED, high beam LED, and you get the DRLs that are over here. You get some amount of chrome. Again, the fog light is present over here and that is also in LED. You get a big grille over here, Nissan logo right over here, and you can see that this part is also finished in chrome. So there's a lot of chrome present in this car, and if you notice right underneath the logo you have the front parking camera. So this also features a 360-degree camera feature, and it's got this scuff plate that is finished in silver. Now moving on to the side profile, you get these again the similar 16-inch alloy wheels that are 5-spoke dual tone alloy wheels. Looks nice. You get the Nissan Magnite badging over here. You also get a blacked out ORVM with integrated indicator, a black roof, functional roof rail that's present in silver, and you get a ground clearance of around 205 mm. That's a lot. You get chrome door handles, you get a request sensor for the driver as well as the passenger, and you get some chrome lines that run across the window trim. Now moving on to the back. Now before you move on to the back, you will notice that obviously this car gets body cladding all over, and because of the body cladding the car looks muscular from the side as well. Now let's move on to the back. So at the back you get this wrapped around tail light. Again, it's a mix and match of LED and halogen. You get this spoiler. You also get a shark fin antenna. You get roof lines that make the car look actually sportier from the rear section. It actually merges with the spoiler. You get a roof mounted light, a washer over here, a wiper, defoggers. You get the Nissan badge, Magnite badging over here, and this is the easy shift badge that I was talking about. So overall you can see that again the bumper is finished in this silver and the matte black finish, and you also get parking sensors along with a rear parking camera. Now to access the boot you have a request sensor over here. If you open the boot you get 386 liters of boot space, and if you fold on the 60-40 split the boot space increases to 690. Now anyway, with the seats up you can keep like 4 cabin bags. Along with that you can keep some more bags. So boot space is decent. I would not say it is less. And to close the boot, it's a light boot thanks to the hydraulic struts. And now let's go inside and I'll tell you what all do you get in this all new Magnite. So now we are at the front cabin of the Magnite, and over here also you will not find any changes. The only major change is this. Now it gets this AMT gearbox, that's the easy shift gearbox, and I'll be talking about this when we are driving the car. So now let's quickly check out this. You get basically a full blacked out interior with kind of a different design element on the dash over here. It's hard plastic. As you can see, you get this infotainment system. Now this features Apple CarPlay and Android Auto that is wireless, and plus the touch is kind of okayish. I would not say it is very sensitive, but yeah, I mean it gets the job done. Right below that you get some physical buttons for your lock unlock and your defoggers and the hazard light. Just below that you get your automatic climate control over here. You get a dial that displays the temperature, and over here you can set your modes for the air blowing, whether you want it on your face or your leg or on the front glass. This is your blower control. You also get some storage space over here. Now the top end model gets a wireless charger. I think a wireless charger can be attached as an aftermarket accessory from Nissan as well. You also get some amount of storage space over here, and this is the key for the Magnite EasyR. You get a charging socket, 12 volt and a type A. You do not get a type C. 2 cup holders over here, and in this cup holder, just in case if your battery is down for the key, you can see there's a key symbol over there. So you just keep the key over there and press this start stop button that is over here, so the car will start. You also get an armrest, but this does not open up or this does not go front and back. So I mean it's a soft touch fabric material. Glove box is there, a lot of space is there. I think no, it's not a cool glove box. but yeah, storage space is enough in the car. You also get this silver finishing on the door handles, and you get silver finishing across the AC vents as well. So the cluster is a digital cluster, and over here you can customize it in various ways. So the steering mounted controls are placed really nice. It's a flat bottom steering wheel. You got your infotainment controls over here. You got your cluster controls over here. It misses out on cruise control. We can customize the cluster from here. It has got different viewing modes depending on what the driver wants to see in front of him, and the steering wheel can be adjusted only for tilt. There is no telescopic adjustment for the steering wheel. However, there is a height adjuster for the driver's seat. And if you see behind, again, you have two headrests that can be adjustable. You have a center armrest if there are 4 people traveling. You have a cup holder and a mobile holder as well. And you also get rear AC vents. Now that is really helpful on a hot summer day like this. And you get a charging socket that is a 12-volt charging socket. You do not get a Type-C charging socket anywhere in this car. So that actually sums up the interior. Now let's go quickly drive this car, and I'll tell you how the all-new Nissan Magnite Easy Shift is to drive. So now we're at the driving seat of the all-new Nissan Magnite Easy Shift. And let me give you a quick engine brief about this car. So this car comes in 2 petrol options. One is a 1 litre naturally aspirated petrol one that we are driving today, and the other one is a 1 litre turbocharged petrol engine. Now the gearbox that has been introduced right now, the Easy Shift or the AMT gearbox, that is only available with the 1 litre naturally aspirated petrol one. However, this particular engine comes with a 5-speed manual as well, and in the turbo petrol one you get a 5-speed manual and a CVT gearbox. Now the other gearbox, the CVT and the manual, obviously they retain. The addition is this all new AMT gearbox. So let's quickly tell you the power figures of this car. So this naturally aspirated one produces 72 PS of power and 96 Nm of peak torque, and the turbo petrol one produces 100 PS of power and 160 Nm of peak torque. However, let's talk about this gearbox. So since this is an AMT gearbox, it has some amount of lag in it, and you can feel it while it is upshifting, or while, I mean, if you shift it to manual mode, while upshifting the lag is there, but while downshifting, it is downshifting relatively quicker, and so it will be slightly easier for you to make quick overtakes. But if you're on the automatic mode, it will take its own sweet time to come down to the selected gear. Like for example, if you're on 5th and you have to overtake someone, it will come down to 2nd and then again move to 3rd and 4th, and that will take some amount of time, because obviously since it's an AMT gearbox, there will be some amount of lag. But the advantage of this gearbox is that this gearbox is completely bulletproof. It is a very reliable gearbox, and it is a very good gearbox for your city and highway mile munching as well. Let's talk about the steering wheel, and the steering wheel feels slightly on the heavier side. However, it's a very vague steering wheel, and if you want to shift lanes, the steering input is nice. The feedback from the steering wheel is good, but the steering wheel is slightly on the heavier side, which is good. But for city, like from bumper to bumper traffic, some people might find it a little on the heavier side, but I mean, for us it is good, because a heavy steering wheel is always good than a very light steering wheel. Overall, the acceleration of this vehicle is pretty linear. It's got a decent mid-range and an okay top end. We are not being able to hit the top end figures, because obviously we are at a restricted area where speed limits are only up to 80 kilometers an hour. The suspension setup is the same as the existing Nissan Magnite. Nothing has been changed. There is some on the body roll, because there is 205 mm of ground clearance, so that's why the body roll has to be there, because the car sits relatively high. Overall, the body roll is not felt that much, but the rear passenger might feel it, because I mean, the front is obviously heavy because of the engine, but the rear, there is no support. There is no weight. So when someone sits over there, the body roll is felt much on the rear end than the front end. And if you talk about the mileage of this gearbox, so we've been doing highway runs, and on the highway you will, if you have a light foot and if you have people traveling with you, then you can get somewhere between 18 to 20 kilometers per liter, but the claimed mileage is around 19.6 or 19.5, and you will definitely achieve the figures close to the claimed mileage. However, in the city is where you will have a slight drop in mileage, and you will experience a mileage drop, say from between 14 to 16 or maybe 14 to 17 kilometers per liter. Overall, I mean, it's a good car, guys. It has got a decent amount of features, And yeah, I mean, for the price range, we will tell you that the expected price at the end of the video. And for that, I mean, you're getting a relatively decent car with a lot of features in it. So now coming to the safety features of this car. Now, first of all, as we mentioned, it's got a 360-degree camera feature. However, the clarity of the camera is not that good, but the accuracy of the 360-degree camera feature and the sensors is pretty nice. It's got ABS, it's got traction control that can be switched off from here. It's got two front airbags, it's got ISOFIX, and the braking is also nice. It's got a disc setup at the front and a drum setup at the rear, and you obviously have ABS. So just in case if you want to upgrade from a hatchback to a bigger SUV, to a slightly bigger SUV, you can definitely consider the Nissan Magnite Easy Shift, since this is a hassle-free vehicle with a hassle-free gearbox, and it has got pretty decent features as well. So yeah guys, this was the all new Nissan Magnite Easy Shift, and I hope you like this video. And let me tell you the price of this car. Well, how the price has not been launched yet, but we are expecting this car to be priced under the 7 lakh ex-showroom mark. However, when the prices will be out, we will definitely notify you. And if you have any more questions about this vehicle, please let us know in the comment section and we will get back to you on that. Until then, I'm Promeet signing out. See you next time. Thank you so much for watching. Take care, be safe and drive safe.